welcome to another album review. Today, talking about Nursery Cryme by Genesis, the third studio album by that band. Oh, where were we? So, we left off with Trespass, their second album. Anthony Phillips had just left the band after Trespass, and they wanted to replace the drummer John Mayhew. They wanted to start new with all new members. I thought John Mayhew was a fine drummer, but of course, Phil Collins brought a lot of new stuff into the band, so it's good they got him. So yeah, first Phil Collins joined the band. He brought a lot of stuff into the band, and then after that, Steve Hackett joined the band. The one that guitar playing, the one who's playing makes everyone's pants wet. Yeah, that's Steve Hackett. Of course, he brought a lot into the band. I like Anthony Phillips and Steve Hackett, though. But I think I like Steve Hackett more as an electric guitarist, and I like Anthony Phillips rather as a acoustic, classical, 12-string guitars, because he did a lot of that stuff on his solo career. Yeah, the personnel change. You got a fresh new band on this album. At one point, this was my favorite Genesis album, but it's probably my third favorite now. I think Foxtrot and Selling England by the Pound are clearly a little better, but not much better. But if Foxtrot didn't have Supper's Ready on it, then I might like Nursery Cryme more, but we'll get to those albums when we get to them. Yeah, it starts out with the musical box. That's in my top 3 Genesis songs. It might be the best Genesis song next to Supper's Ready. It's one of the classic songs. There's not much to say about it. And that is my favorite solo in a Genesis song. That solo at the end is one of my all-time favorite solos. I love that. Tried learning how to play it too. Yeah, that solo will make your pants wet. Yeah, there's not much to say about this song. It speaks for itself. And then after that, you get For Absent Friends. And what better initiation for Phil and Steve than making their own song together with no other members, just the two of them, the two new members. And it's a great little song. Wish it was longer. Yeah, it's a nice little tune, just under 2 minutes. And it sits in between two epic songs. After that, you get the Return of the Giant Hogweed, which Another great song, not much to say here. Again, great guitar playing by Steve Hackett. Good organ, like the organ playing. Even though a couple, or yeah, one mix I've heard of it, the organ was really loud in this song, and you can barely hear the guitar. It might have been just the crummy YouTube video I saw of it or something, but all the other versions you can hear the guitar quite well in it. The part when it goes, they are invincible, dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, and you gotta love the riff at the beginning. Uh, yeah, that's a great song. Uh, and then side 2, you get Seven Stones, which another really good song. Nice melody, nice playing. Not much to say about that either. It was released as a single. Then you get Harold the Barrel, sort of the funny song. Yeah, it's a fun little song. Just under 3 minutes. I think Phil does the co-lead vocals on it. And then Harlequin, nice little acoustic song. I love the 12-string, when they do songs with 12-string guitars in it. They did a lot of that on Trespass. That was Anthony Phillips' strong spot, playing the 12-string guitar. And even on From Genesis to Revelation, there's not much electric playing on that album. It's mainly acoustic. Even on Trespass, there isn't all that much. There is some, but not nearly as much as when Steve Hackett joined. You could tell Anthony Phillips is more of an acoustic guy, a classical guitar guy. And he might even be my favorite classical guitarist. And Steve Hackett's well up there, my favorite guitarist in general, probably top 5. At least with prog guitarists, Steve Hackett, Robert Fripp, and Steve Howe. I think that would be the top 3. And David Gilmour, even though I don't really count Pink Floyd as that really progressive. They were progressive, but I don't know, they were more of their own thing. They didn't trend chase. They didn't try to be other prog bands like, some of them did. They did their own thing. But anyway, back to this. So yeah, there's Harlequin, and then the last song, what, Fountain of Salmacis, I think. Yeah, it's about it's about Aphrodite, is it? Was it the first hermaphrodite or whatever? And there's like a god or something. It's kind of a weird story, but I do really like this song. I might like it more than Giant Hogweed, but I don't know, I like them about the same. I like the organ at the beginning, which they used on one of their older songs. Same thing with the musical box. That the first 3 minutes or so of the musical box was written by Anthony Phillips. The music, though he's not credited on the song. There's a recording of him playing it. He made the whole thing up. He doesn't get credit on it. So yeah, Fountain of Salmacis. I really like the part when the beat speeds up, it like picks up, um, and Steve Hackett starts tapping on the guitar. That's when it really picks up for me. And you get the Banks experience. Yeah, the uh, the part I really like, the around the 4.5 minute mark, the unearthly come descended from the sky, and when they all go they do that thing. I love that bit, and the part with, like, the mellotron, the part afterwards. I love that part. Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah, this album, it's probably ahead of what they were doing before, but except, I don't know, to me the production on Trespass was cleaner and less muddy than this. I don't know, this album seems muddy for some reason. A lot of people say that. I think Foxtrot wasn't so muddy, and all the rest of them, but this seemed kind of muddy for some reason. But it doesn't take anything away from it. It's still a great album. One of my favorite albums. So yeah, obviously it can't get any other rating but 5 musical boxes out of 5. It's 5 musical boxes out of 5. I mean, I don't think anyone would dispute this being a pretty much perfect album. They made more than one perfect album, except I wouldn't say it's quite their best album. You know, the next two are the two best, and then this is the third best in my opinion. Of course, there's The Lamb and Trespass, Trick of the Tail, Wind and Wuthering, and then there's Invisible Touch, which is the masterpiece of the three-piece band period. You know, it's the most accomplished achievement of the three-piece period. But yeah, this is definitely tier 1. Yeah, I guess we'll see what I think about Foxtrot on the next review. So thanks for watching this one. See you on the next one. Goodbye.